Hello, psychology students, and welcome back to psychology class. What we're going to do right now is continue our discussion of the work of Sigmund Freud. And as you can see, our topic is ego defense mechanisms. Now, remember the word ego from an earlier lecture because that's one of the parts of the personality, the part which is in good reality contact. Darndest thing about this thing called ego, though, is that we like to protect it. If someone insults you, do you want to fight back? Protect your ego, your self-esteem. There's going to be some interesting things that you learn regarding these ego defense mechanisms. For example, they are ways that we are dishonest with ourselves, and on top of that, they're normal. Oftentimes people have different ways of pretending to ourselves that we are better than we are, and these little dishonesties enable us to carry on in a difficult world and still allow us to do certain little naughtinesses. An example of this is one I like to do in the face-to-face classes. Kind of hard to do here, but let me first ask you a question and answer it inside your own mind. Are you a petty thief? Well, probably not. Okay, good for you. And frankly, if you said to yourself, yeah, I'm a petty thief, would your self-esteem go down? Yeah, I would hope so, anyhow. But maybe I asked the wrong question. Maybe what I meant to say was, have you ever taken home pens and pencils from work on purpose, or paper from the printer at the office? And now perhaps you say yes. And so then I ask you, are you a petty thief? Oh, well, you kept that unconscious from yourself as a way of protecting yourself from that particular truth because it would make you feel bad. So here we go then. Ego defense mechanisms are ways that we keep things unconscious in order to protect ourselves. So this particular slide from the PowerPoint addresses those very issues. So I invite you to take a look at it carefully. Unconscious methods that we use to protect ourselves from the anxiety associated with possible loss of self-esteem, ways that we distort the truth about ourselves. They tend to operate fairly automatically, and they're normal in that almost everybody's got one or two famous ones that they like to use. There's a nice list of ego defense mechanisms, the specific ones that folks most often use that show up in your textbook and in the PowerPoint. But what I'm going to do right now, instead of me going through them and being a talking head, is I'm going to cut to a video made by another highly competent person that goes through the specific ego defense mechanisms. But I think my introduction is better than hers. So click above. Good stuff follows. See you later. Oops, if you didn't watch the video I suggested just a moment ago, hit the stop button now. Go back and watch that video link. It was just above my little pointy finger. Well, hi gang, here's hoping that my presentation plus that nice follow-on video has done a good job of explaining to you what ego defense mechanisms are. Did you spot one or two that you might use? Truthfully, it's a lot easier to spot them in other people. But watch out, if you point them out to them, they'll get angry or perhaps deny it. After all, who wants to have their self-esteem go down when you point out to them that they're not quite as perfect as they think they are? Take care now and have yourself a great psychology day. Bye.